Hey guys, so I am just doing my second video about growing up in Gloucester. I actually wanted to start a little bit further back though, because I actually grew up in Chelsea, Mass. I lived there for the first 15 years of my life, and so that's where I actually grew up, where it all started. And I was born into a family with an alcoholic dad and an abusive dad. And my mom was codependent. She didn't really have any skills to take care of 4 children and herself, so she was kind of stuck with him, I guess. That's the way that I look at it now. Back then, I just was mad all the time that she wouldn't leave him. But I guess I have a better understanding now of why she didn't, now that I'm older. So living with him was pretty rotten. He was 24 pack a day alcoholic, and by the time he got halfway in, it was just a shit show for anyone around him. And that's how I got when I was drinking. That's the point that I got to when my drinking was at its worst, was exactly what he did. I would just drink and drink until there was nothing left, and I was an angry drunk. And so he was an angry drunk, and around the time that I was about 10, my mom left him, maybe 9. My mom left him and moved in with her mother, but she kept sending me and my brother and my sister over to his house every weekend. And so when I was 10, I decided that we weren't going over there anymore. And so we stopped going over there, and none of us saw him or spoke with him ever again, until very recently. A couple of us have reached out to him to see how things are going, but that's another story. So when I was 10, my mom got her own place, and we started, things started to get better until she started to party with her new friends, and she started bringing her crackhead boyfriends over to our apartment, and then started letting them live with us. And it turned out that they were much worse to me than my dad was. So that's something that I had to deal with for probably 4 or 5 years. Then when I was 15, we moved to Gloucester, and I started just couch hopping. I did anything that I could so that I didn't have to go home. I didn't want to be at home, even during the times when there wasn't anybody, she wasn't seeing anyone. I just didn't want to be there anymore. I had no faith in her. And I started using really young, and I just went that path. That was just what I did. And so that's how everything started. And I just, I guess that, yeah, that's how everything started, and that's how I ended up where I am now. I'm actually in Manchester, New Hampshire now. My best friend lives up here, and we wanted to live close to each other. She's the only support that I have. She's the support that I've had for like 20 years, and I love her. If I didn't have her, I don't know what I would do, especially all of the years growing up bipolar and not being on medication. I can't understand how anyone could have put up with me for so long, or why anybody would, but she did, and she's been there for me. She's like a life coach that I have for free. So I love her. It's my best friend Heather. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna probably post another video later on about growing up in Gloucester, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys.